What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Nicole with another Hot Mess Show. Okay, today I'm gonna be really good. Today is a big hot mess. I'm not gonna really talk about anybody or anything because I've been getting blown out of water with some of my postings. So, but this really hit home. I was reading an article online about celebrities going overseas and adopting these children. I say, you know what, more power to them. They're just as human celebrities. I'm speaking of. They're just as human as people who are not celebrities. You know, the truth of the matter is, children need to be loved. Children need to be taken care of. Children need a safe environment. So one less child in the system goes a long ways. You can affect someone else's life, and even I believe I posted on Facebook recently was there's power in being selfless. And I know several times people try to get pregnant or they can or they just want to give someone else a home. I say, you know what, more power to them because nowadays with these kids going through what they're going to, especially in the foster system or just whatever, is horrible. So I know, like I said, in the beginning, like I said, it hit home for me because I myself is or was, however you want to flip it, twist it, adopted. I didn't find out personally till I was 10, and I asked the question was, who was my father? Now I would have never really figured out that my mom wasn't my mom. For the simple fact, I called her mom. She was my mom. Took me to all my ballet recitals. I was taken care of. I was loved. It was a home. And the only thing that was probably like a little different was I was the only light bright of the family. So kind of odd, but that was the situation. So it kind of, think something like that kind of, it was like it made sense. But what my mom and I's relationship, you would never figure anything different because even to this day, I'm in my adult years and that's my mama. And it was really interesting because last year I looked for my birth family. I may have to do a series on that, and that was like that right there in itself was a trip because I've always said no, I wasn't going to look for my family. No, I don't care. It's going to probably be a can of worms. You know, it took me what, a week and I found them. You need any information, I'll find it for you. But just the simple fact of being on that line of being adopted was priceless. And also living overseas, I can understand why someone may be willing to go overseas and get a child. My thing is, you have children here in America, you have children overseas. Children are everywhere. So wherever you get them, it's one less child in the system. I think it was what, the last place I was in. It was India, and the children there is so many kids. And just to think about, okay, some of the children, they really need homes because their parents are dying of AIDS or there's no one else in the family, so a younger sibling's taking care of the child. A child should not be taking care of a child in the first place. So my thing, especially with Julia Roberts, she was talking, they were talking about, oh, she can't take care of a black child. There's blogs, there's ways of finding out how to take care of our hair. So I'm sure that she'll be perfectly fine. You know, Especially we're talking about her and the divorce. There's single mamas all over the place, and with her status, I'm sure that she's going to get some help. So my question of the day is: can you take care of someone else's child, or can you take care of a child that you have not given birth to? Can you show them that same love and that stability, that home? I think you can. I'm doing it myself, and I love it. It's priceless. I count it all joy. So, you guys take it easy. I'm going to chill. Not quite sunny in sunny California right now. It's kind of foggy, overcast, but still gonna somewhat enjoy my day. So hopefully you guys do. Just remember one thing about this: there's power in being selfless. If that's helping someone else, if it's loving someone else, doing something for someone else than yourself, there's power in it. So on that note, you guys have a great day, and hit me up on Facebook. Bye.